call you intense. They call you manipulative. No, you're not confusing. You're just honest in a world addicted to pretending. You're not intense. You're just unmuted. You're not manipulative. You're just self-aware, and they assume anyone that aware must be dangerous. Funny, isn't it? The second you understand yourself, people assume you're playing games, because they never met someone who isn't bluffing. Let me ask you something. How many times have you tried to downplay your power to make other people comfortable? How many times have you laughed it off when someone was clearly intimidated by you? Shrunk your opinions because people said you were too deep? Played dumb so someone else wouldn't feel insecure? Softened your story because the real version made people too quiet? You've been hiding like your existence is too loud. But the truth is, you were born loud, even when you're quiet. Your silence is loud. Your stare is loud. Your standards are loud. Your absence is loud. There are people out there still buffering, not because of what you said, but because of the way you walked away. Now here's the part you don't like hearing. You know you're a stunning brain fuck. That's not the issue. The issue is, you don't fully accept what comes with it. You want to be unforgettable, but you also want everyone to like you. You want to be magnetic, but you also want zero drama. You want to be deep, complex, powerful, but you also want shallow people to feel safe around you. Those things don't go together. You want to hold the match and the gasoline, and still pretend you're just chill. You're not chill. You're disruptive. You're catalytic. You're something people remember, even if they pretend they don't. You are not the background music. You are the jump scare. Let me tell you something cruel but liberating. Some people are not meant to understand you. They're meant to react to you. Your role in their story might be the person that made them question their whole life. The heartbreak that finally taught them self-respect. The villain they use as an excuse to finally go to therapy. The crazy one they talk about until they eventually realize they were the problem. Not everyone gets you. Some people get shaken by you, and that's fine. Your job is not to be a user manual. Your job is to be the glitch that forces a system update. You're not here to be easily understood. You're here to be a plot twist. Let's go deeper. Why did that phrase even come out of your mouth? I'm a stunning brain fuck. Where did that come from? It came from every time you were underestimated and then proved someone wrong. Every time you got called too emotional, but ended up being the only one who saw the truth. Every time someone thought you were naive, but you'd already analyzed them from head to toe. Every time you were quiet in the room, but your presence changed the vibe anyway. That line is not a joke. It's a summary. It's the thesis statement of a soul that has been through hell, studied the flames, and came back with a smirk. You earned that title. With every breakdown, every betrayal, every night you lay awake thinking, why am I like this? You're like this because you refuse to shut down your mind just to fit into a world that thrives on autopilot. You are the type of person who sees motives under words, feels energy before it's admitted, senses danger before it's visible, smells bullshit before it's spoken. And that level of perception, that alone makes you a brain FCK. People don't like being seen that clearly. They want love, not X-ray vision. But you come with both. You want empowerment? Here it is, raw. Stop apologizing for being the plot twist in someone else's story. If your existence exposes their insecurity, pushes their limits, forces them to confront their own hypocrisy, makes them overthink their own behavior. That's not you being toxic. That's you being impactful. You are not their comfort character. You are their character development. And character development hurts. Think about the ones who still stalk your page. They say they're over it. They say they're over you. Yet they watch your stories, check who you're with, analyze your captions, shade you through random posts. They don't hate you. They hate that their brain never fully recovered from you. You weren't just a chapter. You were the glitch that made them realize the book they were reading was trash. You made them see their patterns, their immaturity, their ego, their fear of real connection. And now every time they meet someone new, a part of their mind goes, why doesn't this feel like that did? That's buffering. That's you, still living rent-free, without even trying. But let's flip it back to you, because that's where the real work is. You can't call yourself a stunning brain fuck and then live like a watered-down side character. That title demands 1. Self-respect that doesn't bend just because you're lonely. 2. Standards that are not negotiable just because someone is charming. 3. Honesty even when it ruins the vibe. 4. Boundaries that make people uncomfortable. 5. Emotional intensity that you don't apologize for. You can't be a stunning brain fuck and still beg to be chosen. You are not waiting to be chosen. You are the choice that rearranges someone's whole mindset. You are not the safe option they pick because it makes sense on paper. You are the one they pick when they're ready to wake the hell up. Here's the twisted part. Being this kind of person is lonely because you see too much. You feel too deeply. You think too far ahead. You outgrow conversations fast. You get bored of pretending. You cannot unsee the truth once you've seen it. So you find yourself alone, thinking, maybe I am too much. Maybe if I was simpler, they'd stay. Maybe if I was dumb, life would be easier. No, you would just be numb. You're not here to be numb. You're here to feel, to break patterns, to shake rooms, to ruin illusions, to turn fake peace into real chaos so the truth can breathe. You're here to be the person that someone thinks about years later and finally says, damn, they were right. I just wasn't ready for a person like that. So what do you do with all of this? You own it. Not quietly, not with a nervous laugh, not as a half joke so you have an escape route if someone gets uncomfortable. No. You look in the mirror and you say it like a verdict. I am a stunning brain fuck. You say it knowing you will trigger insecure people. You will disturb fragile egos. You will scare those who benefit from your confusion. You will lose people who only loved you when you were doubting yourself. And you accept that loss. Because the people who can't handle your full version never deserved front row seats anyway. Let them sit in the cheap seats at a distance, talking about you like a conspiracy theory while you keep evolving. You're not doing this for aesthetics. You're not doing this for a caption. You're not doing this for attention. You're doing this because you are done shrinking for people who would never expand for you. You are done explaining your depth to people committed to being shallow. You are done begging for loyalty from people who can't even be honest with themselves. You are done pretending you don't know exactly what you bring to the table. You are the table. You are the game. You are the glitch. You are the upgrade. And yeah, when you show up like that, people buffer. They stutter. They second guess. They misunderstand you. They mislabel you. Let them, because you are not here to fix their perception. You are here to live your reality so loudly, so unapologetically, that even their denial can't mute it. So next time you say it, next time you look someone in the eye with that half smirk, that I see right through you gaze, and you drop, I'm a stunning brain fuck. Say it like a warning, say it like a promise, say it like a spoiler, because their brain will start buffering, their ego will glitch, their comfort zone will crumble, and you'll just keep walking, leaving them with the one thing they can't ever unexperience. You. Because that's the part that really messes with people, right? They walk away, they talk trash, they act unbothered, and their mind keeps circling back to you like a tab that refuses to close. Click the little X, still there. Refresh, still there. Sleep, wake up, still there. You are the notification in their nervous system that never fully clears. And here's the wild thing. Half the time, you don't even realize the scale of the impact. You think, I just spoke my mind. I just drew a boundary. I just said what I am. But for them, that was the first time reality didn't adjust to their comfort. That was the first time someone looked them in the eye and didn't flinch. That was the first time they met someone who was fully aware of their own power and wasn't begging to be tolerated. You casually said you're a stunning brain fuck, and their internal script, the one where they're always in charge, always right, always the prize, just crashed. You've been walking around thinking you're awkward, when in reality, you're walking cognitive dissonance. You say one sentence and they spend 3 weeks decoding it. You make one move, and their ego files a complaint. You leave a room, and the air still feels like you're in it. There's a reason they bring you up unprovoked. There's a reason your name lives in group chats with people you've never met. There's a reason your existence gets edited and retold and exaggerated. They're trying to regain control of a narrative you already rewrote just by being honest. You know how rare that is? Someone who is actually honest, not just brutally honest with other people, but honest with themselves. Because that's what makes you lethal, by the way. Not the looks, not the jokes, not the mystery. It's the self-awareness. You walk into interactions already knowing your flaws, your patterns, your damage, your power. And when somebody tries to weaponize any of that against you, you're like, yeah, I know. Your point? You disarm manipulation by owning everything they could ever use. You call yourself a stunning brain fuck, and you mean it. Not haha, I'm crazy, for vibes. You mean, I am an experience. You meet me, and you don't go back to default settings. People who live on default settings hate that. They're used to half-awake connections, texting out of boredom, dating to avoid being alone, performing healed while dodging every mirror. Then you show up with eyes that notice everything's standards, that don't fold a heart, that still feels deeply despite everything, a brain that never stops connecting dots. And suddenly their usual tricks don't work. Ghosting you doesn't give them power. It just exposes their fear. Lying to you doesn't confuse you. It indicts them. Talking down to you doesn't shrink you. It highlights their insecurity. And that's the buffering. It's not just, I miss them. It's, I don't like who I was next to them. And I don't like who I am without them either. You had them seeing themselves clearly for once. And clarity is not comfortable. Clarity burns. You know that, don't you? You've been burned by your own mind many times.